Well, good evening, and I'm going to tell you now. I found one of the lost episodes of Shifting Gears. Now, you may start to think, what was Shifting Gears? What was it all about? We thought it was going to be a series. We thought it was going to be a weekly, episodic series. But it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It wasn't to be. Unfortunately, things happen, times change, things move on. That's all I can say. But what I did find though is the secret lost episode of Smurfette Dan's Little Sebastian, his little Peugeot 107. Now, on this episode here, just a quick little run by what it is. Now, we embark on a drive together. I'm in the Polo, RIP, no longer here. Cry every time, blah blah blah, Lewis Lillis, stuff like that. So anyways, moving on with the times. I'm there with the Polo, Dan is in his little Sebastian, you know, his little 1 litre car, which he loves. Black bonnet. But obviously fixed. It's fixed now, like magic. Yes, so we're out in the countryside. We're racing through the streets of Wolsenham. And then we go up to Tunstall Reservoir, which has been a particular little camp spot for someone at the minute. So anyways, this is the next following clip is obviously what we got up to. So obviously, sorry it's not a big feature-long episode. It's literally just what me and Dan got up to on one of our days off last year. Speaking of that, does anyone like my new car? It's a Vauxhall Nova. Wow. Hope you enjoy. Hi guys,
Well, hello there.
I'm Jamie
I am Dan.
and welcome to Shifting Gears. Basically, this is a project that's close to mine, Dan's heart. We love cars, we love Top Gear, we love Grand Tour. We're not copying them in any sort of way, but this is something what we are very proud of. And to this
Well, hello there. Most of you know me as Dan. This is my car Sebastian. He's a 107 Peugeot. I haven't done as much work on it as Jamie's done on his car. I've had a little bump in it, that's why I have a black bonnet, which will be fixed soon, despite what the haters say. And this is my test drive of my car. Safety first, kids.
Roger!
Roger!
Sure you press the button when you're talking.
Roger! 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 birds with the 1 stone. Jimmy, you're going to watch this, aren't you? And you're going to love it. When you see these bloopers. On me crashing a car, that'll be funny. Right, 3, 2, 1, action. Right. Well, hello there, it is Dan here. Yes, you're in Sebastian. He's my pride and joy as much as, you know, I've had problems, not problems with him. It's mainly my fault, to be honest. I crashed this young man, but we'll get to that in a bit. Basically, I started driving. I passed my test 2 years in October. I passed just after my birthday. There was a lot riding on it, obviously, because, you know, getting a car is a lot easier to travel around in. Passed flying colours, 1 minor. What we got them? And yeah, it was, you know, it was class when I passed my test. I felt like it was the first thing I'd done, apart from getting a good job, that I'd properly done with my life. It was quite a big part of it. I love cars. I've always been very passionate about cars. I mean, like when I've been with Jimmy, we've always worked on cars together. But obviously I went looking for a car when I first passed my test. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. And you know, we looked around a few dealerships and a few ads, and my uncle, when I was about 13 or 14, he had a 206 Peugeot, and I loved that car. I loved it. It was black. It was class. It had air conditioning. I mean, that was quite advanced for them kind of cars, I guess. And there was a lot of people tell us to not buy French cars because they're unreliable, and you know, and just because they're not very good. And I'm sorry, but this car is better than anyone I know. Like for a 1 litre, I think the car itself, it's a smashing little run round. It honestly really is. I mean, I've done a lot of miles in this car. Like to date, I think I've done nearly 20,000 in it. Maybe it's a bit less. That's probably exaggerating it a bit. Done now 17, about 17,000, and it's such a good little car. Like I say, in its early life with me, it failed its MOT because the brakes needed changing and the tyres needed changing. But when I first got the car, it was weird because I passed my test in a Peugeot, and it felt so much different to the car that I'd learned to drive in, because I'd learned to drive in a 207 1.9 litre diesel. So going from a diesel to a petrol was quite a change. I was stalling a lot, and it was actually my other half telling me to go across to the little bit of field where I'd learned to drive, because there was a little bit of abandoned field across from us, and take the car out and test drive it and give it, learn about the car and how to use it. And now obviously, you know, I use it. I wouldn't think about using it. It's just something you do. This car, to me, Max is quite emotional thinking about it, because, you know, soon the question's going to come about getting rid of it, and obviously I had the bump and stuff like that, and that scared us. That really did scare us. But the car itself is an absolute lovely little car to be in. It makes all the right noises. I've never ever, touch wood, never ever had to make any kind of repair on it, apart from obviously the brakes and the tyres that needed doing when the MOT went in. I've done nothing else to it. at all. I haven't even put any new alloys on. I just love it the way it is. That's, I mean, the crash was... Stop calling! So yeah.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan.
Still recording, still recording.
Okay, mate.
So the crash was really, really scary.
I'm going to fill some other little bits as well along this road when I get to the countryside a bit more.
No bother, mate, no bother. We'll have to cut this out in the edit. But yeah, like I said, the crash was really scary. The crash was really scary. It was really scary, and at the time, it was really scary. Everyone was getting supportive in that when it happened. And I was very, I don't know, very scared to get back on the road. I think that's just normal, anyways. Obviously, I haven't gotten all the damage fixed yet. I got the majority of it done. That's why my front bumper needs replacing and the car needs pulling out a bit. And I feel, and obviously the bonnet's black, but I replaced the front left headlight, which was cracked, and the bonnet was looked like a bump on it, like a hump. So I got both of that sorted. Just needs respraying the bonnet now, so that's not too bad. I mean, I always worry about like having too much to do for it, but there's not that much to do on it, to be honest with you. There's really not. But now, here we are, present day, that's gone. I'm a lot more confident. I think I'm a lot more confident after the bump. And just, I mean, this is not really talked about the car much. It's about my experience with the cars and stuff like that, and I think you need that. But getting onto the car, like I say, MPG, you're looking 50-60 between the two. Depending on, how I drive. I mean, I drive like a maniac most of the time. And when I do get rid of them, it would be the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. But like, if I put my foot down here, like, let's go for it. Let's really go for it. That's 75 there. But yes, this has been my segment. Sorry if it's crap, but I feel like it's pretty good. It's just me talking about my experience with cars and this car. I love Seb. He's a brilliant little mover, and I cannot wait to have even more adventure.
I'm going to try and stick on charge now.
Need bother me? Are you gonna? Oh, the thingy, the lighter thing. Alright, need bother. Need bother. Do I just press that button on the front to turn it off?
Oh, did I? Oh, hi. Yeah, you do. I know you're going to come down. We're going to go back to the same place where we went last week?
What can I say? I'm just the expert cameraman.
You really are, Dan. You really are.
Did you see my Insta photos? They only got 2 likes.
Me, it's an honour.
Very appreciative, is Connor. I could have brought him today to be a cameraman. He's not doing out. I've got a lot of traffic behind me.
Yeah, they're going to think it's me. So hang on. Say about that.
I'm trying to catch up!
Behind us.
Legendary, more like.
So warehouse to the left.
It's where we keep the drugs.
What drugs? We don't do drugs.
Excuse me. Do you know where the dealers are?
Windows.
I mean, can you get me high?
Something's constantly high.
You've lost the fucking plot. Also, roadworks actually gets done in Wolsingham.
Yeah, a lot of roadworks now get constructed now.
Well, I live in there now, so I'm benefiting from that. Ah, the Black Bull!
And on today's episode of Shifting Gears, we're going to be changing that tyre. So already on the Hatchback Challenge, mate, the Hot Hatch Challenge, we've realised we've come across a problem. We need to change the tyre. Got my car acting as a ballast over there. So right, let's crack on with this. Right, so Daniel, what are we doing here?
We're checking the brake pad.
Right, so why on this shifting gears challenge, where are you from? That pad, oh, sorry, that pad, just there, that one,
yeah,
absolutely spot on. Now we need torch. So now Dan's demonstrating on how being a true man is and changing the tyres. Is this the first tyre you've ever changed?
Yeah, on me arm. Is that on properly then?
Yep.
Isn't it gone on a bit more?
No, the nuts will push it in. Precision is everything.
Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. What a nice lady.
Very nice lady.
Just. No, he's okay there. He's okay.
Yeah.
Not a biggie.
No biggie,
This
no
is big
biggie.
for me. I
I
don't
know.
normally do like this. I work on your car, Neighbour. It's my car.
I'll do that next on yours.
What?
I'm gonna get this sorted. Go underneath, get that, and just glue it onto there. If you actually get some good bonding tape from work, you could just put that on like that.
Do I tighten those up all the way now?
All you do is just until it nips, like that. Yeah.
Just so it's top there. Pressure. Do you know what I didn't get?
What?
First time I tried to change the tyre, I think I put us off doing stuff on my car, was I couldn't get the nut off. Was the thing that was so wide. It was embarrassing. Oh.
There you can see, nips it in place. Right, and that's it.
So now
Just lower it down. Wine, the bobbin, wine, the bobbin.
no copyright.
You're putting your effort into that.
Get your ass out, lad.
Get that arse out. You heard it. Get that arse out. Oh, go it in. Always remember, make sure a professional checks the car to make sure it's done.
Come on then, Jimmy.
Come on then. Get it. Oh, hang on. Get your ass out. No, this one.
That's it? Oh. I feel a bit better now that that's on.
Are you putting your wheel trim on or are you leaving it off?
Yeah, I'm putting it about on.
Get
Fuck
it on.
yeah. Fuck
You
yeah.
do that.
Oh god. Bastard.
Get out, you bastard. You kicking it? Nope.
You toesies.
Toesies.
And that's how you change a tyre on a 107. Thanks for watching. Good day.
Really was, but I'm ready to go again now.
Oh, I am.
Dan, you're not ready at all. You're really not ready. Oh, shall I not see an out? Shall I not see an out and just see what happens? I think I'll not. One of them little things that goes 5 minutes later.
25 minutes later.
Yep.
Just like
We're still going.
still going. Anyone for pins? There would be around here.
Another wood.
We're done, Jamie.
Okay, good lad.
You've still got your hazards on.
I know.
Go on, lad.
I knew you would, that's what I said. That's what I was saying, should I let him know? Should I tell him? I cry every time. Just sling it in, just fucking chuck it in, mate. I mean, them are not wearable jeans right now.
I don't know.
Very, you wipe your hands on the back of your arse quite a lot.
Oh, no. I'm gonna look like Gear 5.
See, I'm in the Polo, Dan's in the Peugeot.
Oh, yes.
This is going to be a special episode of Shifting Gears. We've
Well,
got a
the
big
two
challenge.
combined.
Yeah, this is the Hot Hatch Challenge.
There's a duck.
There's ducks, there's a lot of ducks.
In
The
this,
Hot
in
Hatch
this
Challenge.
episode, you will see me use a portal. Jamie drive a Volkswagen,
And Dan drives a Peugeot.
basically.
Basically, we want to see if old school is better than new school.
No. We've already been on an adventure of our own today. But you'll see that in the footage.
I still think my old school will beat your new school.
Yeah, just put a new tyre on it. It's like a Ferrari. Right.
Well, again, we shall have to see.
Sheep shagging.
Something like that. Yeah, there is.
We are surrounded by ducks.
We'll just keep talking. And then we'll just let you see this button. Yeah. So I'll start the intro bit again. 3, 2, 1. Hi. And as you can see, I'm in my VW Polo. And Dan.
And sorry to interrupt you. I am in the better Peugeot 107.
I don't know about that, Dan.
14 plate, mate. Mine is 4-year-old.
Mine is 20-year-old VW Polo, 1 litre engine. What's yours?
Mine is a 107 2014. Best not kick that in case it falls off. Mine is a 107. 1 litre.
1 litre as well.
Petrol.
Yeah.
Fuel head.
50 brake horsepower when new.
Mine was 67 when new. And let's be honest, this is like a Mustang, so the horses steer.
Well, we'll have to wait and see about that because I still think there's life in the old girl yet.
Old. You know what they say about old people?
What's that?
They slow you down.
Oh, we should see about that. Oh yeah, I enjoy that. There's no one about it, just do what you want.
Right, that's not what I want.
Okay. Okay. Is the car coming in?
Yes, it is.
Hi guys, and as you can see, I'm here with my VW Polo. 1998 20-year-old Dan.
Well, mine's 4-year-old. 107 Peugeot. We know how this goes. End game. End
Yeah.
game.
Basically, I want to see what's better, if old school's better than the new school, what we've got right here. Because I still think old school all the way.
Not at all, Jamie. Let's be honest. The new, improved cars of today are the better of the two.
Well, again, we shall have to see about that on this next coming challenge. It's coming for you. Are you feeding them? Good lad. See if it'll take it out your hand. Go on. Go on. Greedy boy. Oh, you dick. As you can see so far on this little test drive, the Polo's handled brilliantly. Dan, how's your car been?
Brilliant, except my GoPro is dead, so you haven't seen any footage.
It's alright, Dan. But I think it's nippy. It just sticks to the road. It's brilliant. And
Mine, the noise, it sounds like you've got a Bugatti.
It does. I must
Coming
admit,
round.
right. I must admit, let's get a bit close and a bit sneaky. His does sound 100 times better.
Musky.
But on to the next challenge, Dan. I'm thinking next challenge, 0 to 60.
Oh, God, made it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. Okay. Next challenge, 0 to 60. Or another challenge of mine there. I really have. It's happened again, Dan. Blue tack. What are you saying about blue tack? You see, on to the next challenge, Dan. We've either got the 0 to 60 test, we've got the actual engine reliability test, what that's going to be, what we think. And we've also got what car looks better going through a Ford.
I think what car going through a Ford look? Oh, God. Mine's gonna look ace.
So, back to Dan's.
Oh, it's spicy.
You actually going in the water? No.
Kind of. Oh, good, isn't it?
Oh, he's actually. Really?
My feet are soggy, but it was worth it. Oh, hey, man.
So that feels nice on your feet.
Refreshing.
Oh, mate, look at the real tracks coming out.
It's
Mate,
it's like a scene out of
That would be
Vietnam.
brilliant on Minecraft.
All I do, it's not a prey. All I do, it's not a prey. Ah, yeah.
Dan, what have you?
You've got a razor light on your eye.
What have you just picked up, by the way?
Just a bog standard rock, Jamie.
Are you sure it wasn't a piece of poo?
No, it was a rock, mate.
I'm sure it was a piece of poo.
Oh, I'm white.
Wow. Right, back to the cars.